Well, hello there and welcome back to Castlegoat. It is late night. This music is remarkably soothing and quite fitting because I couldn't sleep. So I decided what better way to spend the hours of my insomnia but playing on Gnomoria. Unfortunately, it seems that the forces of the Frayed Land have decided that they can't sleep either. And so they're going to raid our fort without combat music. It's just chilled out music. I'm not even sure our gnomes are going to be awake. Oh, no, they are. Okay. Are any of my gnomes asleep? No, only two. Okay, well, maybe only one. You could be going to bed or coming away. No, you're leaving. Okay, well, This is awkward. We've got two ironclad soldiers, or actually, no, just fighters. What are you equipped with? An iron warhammer and an iron shield. What are your hammer skill? 32? Well, that's not too bad. Your shield skill is terrible, though. You may as well not even have it. You, though, you've got a sword and an axe. Your sword skill is not good, and your axe skill is nothing to write home about. Okay, well, we might be okay. Let's check out these ogres. Skills? No. Again, nothing too important. That's a gentleman ogre. You can't tell, but I can tell. He's wearing an imaginary top hat and a monocle. And you are equally bad. Okay, so nothing much to worry about. These are the two ogre brothers. And they've decided for a little bit of sport they were going to come and punch our gnomes. But I don't see it ending well for them, honestly. Now, let's just get everyone into goblin slaying. And our militia commander into militia captain. Someone has pointed out on the forums that it would be nice if we had our gnomes set up for fighting with the militia captains with crossbows. I'm not so sure about that one. See, the problem with that is that a crossbow is going to mean that a lot of people are going to equip themselves with these crossbows. We're going to have to make about 4 or 5 of them to equip all of our militia captains. And that's going to massively bump up our kingdom worth. And these people are only going to be equipping them when there's someone to fight. They're not going to be training with them. And there's no way for me to just make the militia captains train. It's all or nothing with training. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that, honestly. As much as I like the idea, I think it would be a fantastic idea to have the captains kind of stood back with their crossbows. I think it would ultimately lead to us getting quite a lot of powerful enemies and not really having the powerful combatants to deal with that. So we'll just go with this. Though I may actually give Adgestow a crossbow. I don't know though, because he's got a fantastic hammer skill, and it would be a waste to suddenly take that off him. Now everyone should be getting equipped, and we're just spotting the enemies right now. Right, everyone is into the fight now. That's fantastic. Right, I would very much like you all to get down here and join the fight, honestly. And whilst they're all doing that, I don't have too much concern that we'll win this. I'm fairly certain we will. I have been going around and doing a bit of changing to our stockpiles. As you can no doubt see with the crates that are missing, the barrels that are missing, I've moved quite a lot of things around, and we've moved quite a few things from down here. Unfortunately, they've taken away some of the floors. Not sure why. I think they decided, oh, you want us to remove these crates? Oh, well, naturally, you want us to remove the barrels as well. Please don't tell me that was one of us. No, it was an ogre. Thank goodness. But there we are. Fight is over by the looks of it. Well done, everyone. Let's just get this alarm bell cleared and everyone back to your stations. Now, the main things that I've been doing with the stockpiles is just organizing things a little bit and giving in to my OCD in that I wanted all of the crates to be the same color when they were in the same stockpile. Shut up. No, seriously, shut up. It's not my fault. But the other thing that I've been doing is I've been setting up the leather worker and generally checking out the production orders for people. I've had a proper look around where we're going to be storing things like padding and string and setting up a specific amount of construction orders for that. specifying certain types of things to be stored in various locations. Now, down here we've got all of this is being hide. I think we've got some string, straps, and what's this one? Padding. That'll be string then. All of this is bones. This is hide. That's bones. That's skulls, and this is leather paneling. Now let's have a quick look in here. As you can see here, we're making 7 ogre leather straps. Now, you require 7 leather straps to make 1 full set of metal armor. So the ogre leather straps are going straight over to the armorer. Then we're making 2 yak leather straps because that's all you need to make a bone shirt. Then we have ogre leather panels, yak leather panels, emu leather panels, alpaca, pardon me, honey badger, bear, and monitor lizard. Now, in terms of the toughness of leather, 2-headed ogre is the best, ogre is the next, bear is the third, and then everything else is equal as far as its ability to resist damage goes. What we ultimately want to do is be able to make a full suit of armor. That'll require 19 panels. But once we've got 19 panels of any particular type, I can set them up to make a full suit of armor. They don't use any straps, it's just string and padding. So there'll always be wool padding available and wool string. So that's what I've got there. So we should be able to actually start giving some of our units some proper leather armor there. We should easily be able to get 2 full suits of ogre leather out of this. Once we've done that, I'll look at possibly moving our labourers to join the melee squad. Currently, I'm thinking of having them as sneaky fighters so that they get a big bonus on the amount of damage they do. But I could also look at giving them ranged weapons. It depends a little bit. I think it's best to have a ranged weapon equipped squad because then you can choose a formation that will benefit ranged weaponry, whereas the formation that we have here won't benefit that at all. But I'm unsure on that one right now. What we'll likely have here is the 2 sneaky gnomes will have shields, even though they won't need them, because their perk will be specific to being able to attack things that aren't attacking them. So they're not really going to need defense. But by having the shields, our 2 guardsmen will be able to block with their shields much more often. So that's my plan with that. We also have 1 of the market stalls complete. That is pretty nice, I think. Right, how much? I think we may have enough granite. I'm not sure though. Actually no, I don't believe we do. I had to cancel the granite floors for the other market stalls simply so I could finish 1 off and move 1 up there. I'm fairly certain we don't have enough granite. So what I'm going to do now is, let's have a look. Who have we got around? I think we've either got Troll of Reason or Elzendorf. I'm thinking of sending one of you fine people off on a trading mission. I'm not sure. Let me just double check on this. Have I got this set up to make... Yes, I have. I've set these guys to make up 2 gem necklaces out of silver and 4 gemmed rings, and just to keep that as a stock. So we should be having plenty of trade value available to send out our merchants with. And everything seems to be moving quite well, though I need a lot of birch at the moment in order to finish this off. What I'm thinking of doing, and what I've already done in fact, I've gone in and I've specifically changed the amount of stuff that they're going to be making to what I'm going to store at the moment. The bread, the sausages, the cheeses, these are just going to be stored in these stockpiles, but the actual finished goods will be taken off to where they'll be eaten. Same with drinks. We'll only produce as much as we need to store in the places that we've got stored. Now there are 3, or rather there's 1 dining room currently, but I've got plans to build another 2. One above the ambassadorial area and the other in the barracks. So they will have their own stockpiles, much like this one, that will store some food. But this one has 2 extra crates over what is needed, and one is for sandwiches and the other one is for sausage omelettes, because those are the 2 highest yield items in terms of nutrition that the gnomes can eat. So we'll store an extra crate of each of those types of meals near the Great Hall. As you can see, I've also changed this slightly. Tea is still the only drink that I really list. As long as there's tea, I know there's other drinks. Once we're out of tea, then I'll start to worry. But realistically, us being out of tea is very, very slight. I did have a check on the wiki. Apparently, tea is not as good as wine. I don't even... Seriously. I can only assume that that is one of the most heinous bugs in the existence of bugs and will be fixed forthwith. We've also got prepared meals, and then we've got mantelures. This is basically a total of all of our drinks and food. I only care for prepared meals and tea as far as knowing what actual foods and drinks are available to our gnomes, but this is very important to us because this tells me how likely it is that we're going to see a very large mant attack force. We've also got straw, which is for yaks and alpacas. We've got 61 stock of that, and mushroom seeds, which are now being fed to our emus. So our emus should have a full stock of that. Yes, fantastic. And mushrooms will continue to be planted and harvested throughout the year, so it seems like the best seed crop to use. If I need to, I'll expand this area, considering that I will be using the seeds for the emus, but I don't think we will. I don't think that'll be necessary. Now, what I should do is go ahead and fix this door, shouldn't I? Let's see, stone, basalt door. There we go. Now then, let's see. Do we have any gemmed items that I can sell? We want jewelry. We've got 4 gemmed rings and 1 sapphire necklace. I imagine our kingdom worth is staggering. Let's have a check of that. Yes. Yes, it is. My goodness. That is crazy. That's gone up like 15,000. Okay. Well, I guess we'll send you out, actually. Yeah, okay. We're going to send someone off to do some trading. So let's have a quick look. Who do we want to send to trade with? We don't want anything from the agricultural settlement. Let me just check on our ambassadors. Requires a room of worth 750. What? Why? What? Why? I don't understand. Okay. Let me check on you. Nothing at this time. Okay. Why do you suddenly need that much more worth in your room? You cheeky bugger. Okay. Let's see. Have we got anything that I can make a statue out of? We should do, I think. Got some bronze. Oh, I don't want to use bronze for that, though. I guess we're going to have to. Actually, I believe malachite is worth more than copper, so how about we make... No, we're going to go ahead and make some extra copper. We'll make 4 copper bars. We'll move, in fact, we'll move these down. Let's move you all the way down. And once those copper bars are made, we're going to make a statue for you. I think that would probably be the wisest thing to do. Another thing that I'm working on currently is I've set up our weaponsmith to make an extra tower shield, an extra shield, and an extra hammer, and then keep components for these things. The reason for that is that if I get anything less than superior, I'll trade it. And this way, I will gradually keep cycling it, and our weaponsmith will gradually get better until eventually they make superior tower shields. And once I've got a spare superior tower shield, I won't worry about trading that off. I know at that point that our troops are equipped with superior tower shields because they'll continually swap for the best tower shield they can get, and the same with shields and the hammers. And that's roughly what I'm going to be doing with that. Over here, I would actually like you guys to be doing the same thing. So I want 3 helmets, 4 breastplates. We don't actually need a full spare set of this, but it's probably wise to do. So we'll go ahead and set these up for a full spare set of armor. We still only need that many bronze plates though. So get to work, people, and then we'll trade all of this off. But as soon as we have the materials to make that extra statue... Damn it, why do you need extra What's so good about you that you decide that you need an awesome room? My goodness. I'm tempted to take these down and move them over there, just for the time being. I could do that, but... No, you can wait until and just be happy with a copper statue. That's what I've decided, and we will be sticking to that. My goodness, that's going down fast. What on earth's going on there? Are we planting? We must be, yes. Okay. Well, that isn't too bad then. Okay, I think I'm going to pause the recording here, and hopefully we don't get attacked by mants. And I shall return you when there is something interesting to report. So, see you in a few minutes. Well, it's all go at the moment. The ambassador from the Loved Land just left, and the ambassador from the Scalded Land just arrived. So, hello. Let me see, which room was yours? It was this one. Okay, let's see if you actually want this room. I have a feeling they won't. Tilva, the ambassador. Right, Tilva, you have a room. Are you going to be unhappy with it, Tilva? I have a sneaking suspicion that you will. Yes, you want a much more valuable room. Well, I don't know what to say to you, Tilva, honestly. I mean, I can only give you what I can give you. But we have got all of the gem necklaces that we want. We are currently working on the statues, though it looks like we may be waiting on some more coal, perhaps. Right, I'm going to go ahead and have our lumberjacks get out there and cut some clippings, just so that we can replant these. And once all that's done, we'll get out there and we'll actually chop down those pine trees. Everyone is currently just moving things around, really. That's the majority of the work that's being done, is they're just shifting stuff from these stockpiles over to the various food stockpiles, especially the one in the Great Hall. I think that's probably mostly full now. People seem to be enjoying it, though. It does seem to have sped up eating considerably for those who do go to eat. Ooh, a merchant from Love Slave has arrived? Oh, well, fantastic timing. This is brilliant. I wasn't expecting a merchant, but okay, yes, I accept. Welcome to the fort. Get on inside, and we will trade with you. Hopefully you will have some granite and lots of logs. That's the main thing that I want at the moment. We happen to have some rings ready for you. Oh, what fantastic timing. I was just about to go and see if you could actually get in. That's great. Right, where are you going to get set up? You're going to set up there, in one of the stores that is full of stuff. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at what we can sell. Okay, first and foremost, I want all of your raw granite. Don't care for that, and we can get our own marble, sandstone, and basalt, but we'll take the bauxite, serpentine, lapis lazuli, all of the logs, all of the pine clippings. We will not take the copper ore, we really don't need it anymore. We will take the silver ore, however, and I don't think we even need anything else, to be perfectly honest with you. We definitely don't need more food. But I'm fairly sure the merchant city-states are basically your default in terms of price. They're the middle of the road. You're not going to get any good deals, but you're also not going to get any bad ones either. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's more or less the way it's set up. Now then, let's find those fantastic jewels of ours. Also, I've noticed our troops have been swapping out their gear quite a lot. So let's have a quick look at this. Fine basalt hammer. No, we'll keep that. Let's sell off the poor stuff that we've got, shall we? A bronze tower shield. Okay. I'm assuming that we aren't getting rid of that. But I will double check. Because I'm fairly certain that we've actually re-equipped. That I've seen everyone go and re-equip from the armourer and the weaponsmith. So let's get rid of that poor mushroom tea. We don't want any poor things. I know it's terrible to think that mushroom tea could be bad, but I'm told that it can be. Masterful mushroom omelette. Wow, well done. We'll get rid of the poor one though. And the poor ogre sausage omelette, and it was poor. My goodness. I don't even know what to think. Alright, bronze, sliver. I thought it said bronze silver. I was like, what the hell is bronze silver? Poor emu bone shirt. In fact, get rid of all of the poor shirts. So get rid of those. Already 129. That's actually pretty good. And all we're doing is selling the crap at the moment. Let's see. Eventually we'll start selling just the normal stuff and only keeping hold of the better than normal, and gradually we'll just increase the quality of all the goods available in the fort. Let's see, anything else? Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, so yes, they have definitely swapped out their gear. We're going to get rid of all of those. We don't want any of them, thank you. Poor bronze shield, yeah, we'll get rid of that as well. Anything else? It looks like we might not even need to use up my rings on this. We won't get rid of the barrels. That seems a bit silly. Though it's odd that I've got loads of barrels available, really. I shouldn't. There we are. There's the really expensive stuff. We're going to try and... Oh, actually, we'll get rid of the poor sapphire rings. Yikes. Maybe we shouldn't. We'll take one back. Is there anything... We'll take the statue back. We'll try and pull this down a little bit. We'll take back... No, we'll get rid of the gauntlets. We'll take back some of these. And... Okay. Oops. No, we're going to need to get rid of that. Yeah, we'll just get rid of all of those. Okay, that's a decent enough trade, I feel. Okay. Good luck. Please don't crash. Crashing would be horribly bad. No? Okay, fantastic. Okay, then. Now, let's check this. 2.5 and 9.6. No, that's not great. What's our kingdom worth? The kingdom worth has gone down by about 2k. Only 2k, though. Now, what I would really like to check is the equipment that my troops are wearing. Lizzie, let's have a look at your equipment, shall we? Bronze tower shield. It's just a bronze tower shield. Okay. I wish it did actually have it. Ah, you're wearing a poorly crafted bronze helmet. That's terrible. Flying staplers. Bad staplers. Oops. Finely crafted bronze sleeve. Okay. You've redeemed yourself. 2 of them. Well done. Okay. I ain't gonna let you off the hook for now. What about you, Sir Prancy? What's your shield like? Just a bronze tower shield. Okay, well, we need to get rid of the one that we're just holding on to then. We need to get rid of that. This is now a superiorly crafted bronze shield. Well done. That's really nice, because that was a poor one previously. I am impressed, and I'm not going to lie. Okay, so we should now have enough stuff to do a fair bit of trading. We've got that we can trade, and a bunch of gems that we can also get rid of. So I could send them out now, actually. And I'm almost tempted to, but now that we've got you here from the Scalded Land, let me just double check. How far away are you? 2 days and 7 hours. We will probably see one of the Scalded Land's merchants before long. So I'm actually going to keep... Yeah, I'm going to keep Troll of Reason here. I'm not going to send you out. Just yet, anyway. But one thing I kept noticing is they keep going up here like that. Just to grab new bits and bobs. Oh, this is funny. What have you got now? They must be improving things little by little. But for whatever reason, they might have been wearing mostly poor things before. Whereas now they're wearing mostly not poor things. Which I approve of heartily. But I think we are good with that for now. I'll wait for some other traders to come in before we really worry about sending out any of our own. And oh no, there we are. Fantastic. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll do this one as well. But I was going to say we'll wait for the other traders to get here before we send out our traders to other kingdoms. But looks like that's already happened. So we'll just go ahead and trade with you and see if we can get a load more stuff. Well, this is fantastic. We don't want any of that. What? Really? You've got none of the things that I want. What the dickens? Am I looking at the wrong market stall? Oh, yes, I was looking at the wrong market stall. Okay. Oh, I was worried there. I was like, no! You've done us out of some awesome trading there. Silly bug. But no, we're good. Alright, so let's get all of that. We also want pine clippings if they got anything, but they don't seem to have any. Fair enough. We will take all of the malachite ore, though. All of your silver ore. My lord, you've got a lot of that. Don't need any seeds. Don't need any types of food. Okay. Right, so this time we can sell off... Where are you? Superior Basalt Hammer? No, no, no. We'll get rid of this bronze tower shield. We will all... In fact, let's get... Well, I could get rid of 25 basalt hammers, but that's an awful lot to lose in one go when we could be attacked at any time. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get rid of 12 at a time. And 12 basalt hand axes as well. No, we'll keep those. We'll just get rid of 12 weapons at a time, or somewhere around there. We're not going to get rid of everything in one go, otherwise we are opening ourselves up to attack. Get rid of the poor food, though. I've got a fairly good feeling that we're going to need to get rid of all of the poor food items here in order to make enough money. And let's see, anything else? Yes, the poor yak bone shirt. And have we got any poor helmets? No? Okay, fair enough. Wool padding, bronze hammer, string, no, no, no. None of that is needed. Bronze, poor bronze gauntlet. Yes, we'll get rid of those. And have we got the poor bronze statue can go as well? The cotton bag can stay. Right, the sapphire necklace. Right, we'll get rid of the poor one first. I want to try and get rid of... Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of that one as well. Let's see if we can get rid of some of the statuettes, though, as well. So, get rid of some of the bone ones. Simply because they're going to be taking up a lot of room. And I haven't got anywhere to store them yet. Honey badger, lizard, the fine bear. Yeah, I'll get rid of you as well. Poor basalt statuette. And the faster I'm getting rid of these so that more room for crafting exists, the better they are at making them. So, get rid of those two. Emu statuette. And monitor lizard, bear. Wow, we have got quite a lot. Some basalt statuette, yak, and honey badger. Okay, we're really close now. We are not going to need to sell much. So, I'm thinking of selling off possibly some of the... Yeah, we'll get rid of some of the drink. How much do we need? We only need... no, we need 23. So, let's sell 23 of our poor orange wine. There we go. That is a good trade, in my humble opinion. We've got quite a lot of silver ore, quite a lot of malachite ore, and loads of logs and stones. That is fantastic. Okay, well, with that trading successfully concluded, I think we're going to wrap the episode up here. So, I hope you've enjoyed this one. It has been a lot of trading, but we've got quite a lot of things done. And my lord, a merchant from the loved land, but your ambassador's already left. Didn't you pass each other on the way here and then tell you not to bother coming because we aren't good hosts? Well, I guess we will trade with you, but that will be in the next episode. So, something to look forward to, I guess. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you will be joining us in the next. But from me and everyone at Castlegoat, do take care.